We're going to move out of triangles and into parallel lines cut by a transversal. So our objective is to identify types of angle pairs when the angle is formed by parallel lines cut by the transversal. And I'll explain what a transversal is in just a minute. Parallel lines, I think you know what parallel lines are. And then we're also going to find the angle measure. You have a note sheet. If it's not on the note sheet, you can write it on the back or on your notes. But I'll tell you, most of the problems are not on the note sheet. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you how to name an angle. So if I look at angle 1, here's angle 1 right here. And then if I want to name it, I just take the 3 letters that make up the lines that make up that angle. So it's P, Q, S. So angle 1 is angle P, Q, S. Or I can say angle S, Q, P. I can do it the other way, S, Q, P. As long as the Q, the vertex point, is in the middle. Okay, so what would angle 2 be? Angle 2 would be SQT. SQT or angle TQS. And then the last one, angle 3, what makes it up? TQR. So I can say TQR or angle RQT. Okay, so that is just naming an angle. When you name an angle, you got to have 3 letters. I want you to pick 3 numbers. So say you pick number 3, this one. What 3 letters make up that angle, this angle right here? I want you to just pick 3 numbers and name them on your paper. On the back? Yeah, you can do it on the back. Just put the number. So maybe you're going to pick angle number 5, and then you're going to name that one. Angle 1 is right here. So what letters make it up? A, E, D. So angle A, E, D. Right? It looks like this. The next one is 2 right here. And so remember, you can have them reversed. Just E has to be in the middle. You can have D, E, A. All right, number 2 is D, B, A. Angle D, B, A or A, D, B. And then 3 is right here. And so G, E, D. So angle G, E, D or D, E, G. 4 is right here, the F, E, A. So angle F, E, A or A, E, F. 5 right here, E, A, D. E, A, D or D, A, E. And 6, there's 6 right here. So this would be A or D, A, B. D, A, D, dab. Or B, A, D. Don't be dabbing around here. No, no. That's totally 2 years ago. Okay, dab is bad. Yeah, exactly. Say or B, A, D. Dab is bad. Okay. Now, number 7 is right here. And so CBA, CBA, or ABC, either one. All right, so that's just naming those angles. Okay, on your handout, guys, if it says handout notes page, that means that it is on the handout notes page, and I referenced the problem number, the number right next to it. So numbers 1 and 2, complementary angles are two angles whose measures sum of 90 degrees, so you need to add in that 90 degrees. Supplementary angles are two angles whose measures total 180 degrees. Today we will really use supplementary. Okay, on the handout, numbers 5 and 6. 5 and 6 on your handout. A transversal is a line that intersects two lines in the same place, or in the same plane, at two different points. This is your transversal right here. It intersects two lines. Now, in this case, these are parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines that do not intersect. And then if you see this symbol like this, on the lines, that means that they're parallel. You could have one line, one little arrow like that, or two. Just depends. If there's another line, if it doesn't have that same little arrow, it means it's not parallel to these two. If it does, it means that all three are parallel. If there was another line going this way, then they wouldn't just use one little arrow like that, because that would be that it's parallel to those. So they would do two like this. All right. So we're going to look at angles formed by parallel lines cut by the transversal. Now, the parallel lines, we equate it to a sandwich. The parallel lines are the bread. The transversal is like a toothpick going through the sandwich. Everything inside the bread, all the meat, the lettuce, the mayonnaise, everything inside the bread is considered the interior. So if you think of the parallel lines as the bread, inside the bread is the interior, and then everything outside, the plate, your hands grabbing it, the air, all that is the exterior. All right, we're going to go over each angle and their abbreviations. So let's look at number 3 and 4 on the handout. Okay, the first one is vertical angles. Vertical angle, or angles opposite each other, formed by two intersecting lines. I also want you to put share a vertex. The share of vertex. Vertical vertex. Think of that. Vertical vertex. It's going to help you remember. Vertical vertex. You also want to put vertical angles are congruent. That means they are the same measurement. Same measurement. If I have parallel lines cut by a transversal, these would be vertical angles right there. Okay, these would be vertical angles, Y and Y. Okay, I can put vertical angles up here. So they share a vertex and they're opposite each other. You can also say vertical angles. One's in the interior, so interior and exterior. Just put interior, exterior. One's going to be in the interior, one's going to be in the exterior. That helps you, okay? So vertical, vertex, vertical shares a vertex, interior, exterior. They're the interior and exterior. All right, number 7 and 8, corresponding angles. Before we go over them, before you fill all that in, let's just look at corresponding. Hold on a minute. Guys, so if I look at these angles, parallel lines cut by transversal, there's 8 angles. There's a group of 4, and here's a group of 4. So what would be the corresponding angle to angle 2? 6, right? What would be the corresponding angle to 3? 7. How about to 8?
4.
And to 5? 1. Okay? So those angles would be corresponding. So it's the same thing. If 2 parallel lines are cut by transversal, then each pair of corresponding angles is congruent. What does congruent mean again? Same measurement. So if 6 is 105 degrees, how much is angle 2? 105 degrees. If 1 is 40 degrees, how much is 5? 40 degrees. Jeffrey? Okay, so they are congruent. They are the same measure. Okay, now, corresponding, I forgot to give you the abbreviations. Corresponding, if you're going to name the angles, you can write CORR. So above corresponding, write CORR. These are the abbreviations that you can use. Let me go back. Vertical angles, there's no abbreviation, you just write vertical. Nope. You just write vertical, no abbreviation. Okay, next step. Alternate interior. So alternate means on opposite sides of the transversal. So if 2 parallel lines are cut by transversals, then each pair of alternate interior angles is congruent. So it means that they are the same. The vertical angles are the same measurement. Corresponding angles are the same measurement. Alternate interior angles are the same measurement. All right, alternate interior. So they're in the interior of, remember your bread on the sandwich? They're in the interior, but they're on alternating sides of the transversal. So 4 and 5 are alternate interior. 3 and 6 are alternate interior. Okay? All right. Oh, I didn't give you the abbreviation. Ready? The abbreviation? Because who wants to write alternate interior angles on their homework on every problem? Okay. Alt-int. Alt-int. No. You write AI and you get a fix. Okay, next step. Next step. Alternate exterior angles. So, guys, alternate exterior angles. If 2 parallel lines are cut by transversals, then each pair of alternate exterior angles is congruent. That means they are the same. So we got alternate exterior, alternate interior, vertical, and corresponding are all congruent. Means if one is 50, the other one's 50, right, on those. So, exterior angles. On the outside of the parallel lines, or your bread, right? So, 1 and 2 are exterior, 7 and 8 are exterior, but you want alternating sides. So, 2 and 7, angles 1 and 8. Those are alternate exterior. All right. Same side. Oh, let me give you an abbreviation here before I go on. ALT, EXT. Writing this down? Writing the abbreviations down? All right. Same side interior. Same side interior. So if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of same side interior angles is supplementary. So what does that mean? It means that they add up to 180 degrees. So interior, inside your parallel lines or inside that bread, these are interior, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interior, right, inside. Same side, now you want same side, so 4 and 6 or 3 and 5. So 3 and 5, if I took the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 5, it's going to equal how much? 180 degrees. So here's your abbreviation, and then, no, it's just same side inch. Same side inch, INT. No SSI. Write this down. Same side inch. All right. Same side supplementary. Same side supplementary. SSS. Okay, so what do we have? We have vertical angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior, and alternate exterior. Those are all congruent. Same measure. Same side or supplementary. Same side interior. Same side supplementary. Alright, so we're not going to do that one just yet. Okay, pencils down. Pencils down. You're just going to watch. I'm going to do these. You're going to watch. I'm going to do them, and then you'll have a turn of doing the same thing. All I'm going to do is name them. So we have 5 different pairs of angles that we know. I recommend that you put like something that looks like this, like these examples, on flashcards, exactly like this, and then on the back, you put the name. And then you put if it's congruent or supplementary. So if I look at these are on the exterior. All right, so the first thing you look, they're on the exterior. So what do you know about exterior? Are they alternating? Yes, so on opposite sides of the transversal. So this would just be alternating exterior. So you're just naming them. These ones are in the interior, and what do you notice? They're in the same side of the transversal. So same side interior. Okay, these ones. They're on the same side, but one's in the exterior, one's in the interior. There's only 2 that do that. Vertical and corresponding. So do these share a vertex? No, they do not share a vertex. Are they in the same place? Is this one in the same place as the same grouping over here? Yes, because this would be on the top left. And if I look at this like that, that's on the top left. So this would be corresponding. Here, I have one in the interior, one in the exterior. So, do they share a vertex? Yes, they share a vertex right here, so these are vertical. And then here, they're both in the interior. Are they on the same side or alternating sides? Alternating sides, so the alternate interior. Okay? These ones are for you. So I recommend that you draw the little, you don't have to do it very big. Draw it, put the X and Y where they should be, and then just name it. And don't take too long drawing it, and don't make them too big, because you have a lot of examples. So name it, and here are their names up here. And you can use the front side of your notes if you need help. Okay, compare it to a shoulder partner. Stephen, what do you think? Alternate interior, yes. That is correct. Now, I want to go back real quick, because we did it on the first one. Okay, on vertical, one is in the interior, one's in the exterior. Right, we wrote that. On corresponding, same. One's in the interior, one's in the exterior. Might want to add that in on your paper. One's in the interior, one's in the exterior. Alternate interior, both in the interior. Okay, alternate exterior, both in the exterior. And same side interior, both in the interior. So if they're both in the exterior, both in the interior, your descriptions will say interior or exterior. If one's in the interior, one's in the exterior, you got corresponding or vertical. Then check, do they share vertex? And they're vertical. Okay? All right, ready? Okay, so Stephen got that one right. Okay, draw this real quick, name it. And again, you can use the front of your paper to help you. All right, compare it to shoulder partner. Jeffrey. What do you think? Well, what did you share with your shoulder partner? Okay. Vertical. They are vertical angles. Okay, vertical angles share a vertex. All right, do this one. Do this one. Okay, compare with your shoulder partner. Okay, What do you think, Sophia? Corresponding. That is correct, because one's in the interior, one's in the exterior. They do not share vertex. Corresponding. If I label these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, they're both in the third position. Okay? Do that one. I said that. Okay, share with your shoulder partner. Stephen. Alternate exterior, that is correct. They're both in the exterior of your parallel lines, and they're alternating sides. Correct. Good. All right. Do this one. Hey, compare with your shoulder partner. Natalia? Same side interior, yes. They're both in the interior. They're both in the same side. All right, pencils down. Okay, the next set, same thing. But now you're going to figure out the angle measures. So I look at this, one's interior, one's exterior. They do not share vertex. So these are corresponding. Corresponding angles are congruent. If this is 51, this is 51. So 51 degrees. Okay, these are both in the interior, both same side. So this is same side interior. This is the only one you have to do work for because same side are supplementary. You have some unknown plus 85 equals 180. So if I subtract 85, I get x equals 95. Now, so I would say this is 95 degrees. It's same side interior and 95 degrees. Same side or supplementary. The one that's the longest name, same side interior, that you have to write out, is going to be the most work. Okay? All the other ones are congruent. Okay, I look here. They're both on the exterior. So this is alternate exterior. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. So if this is 79, what is this? 79. Okay? These are both interior. They're alternate interior. Alternate interior angles are congruent. If this is 60, what's this? 60. Okay? These, one's in the exterior, one's in the interior. So they share a vertex, so they are vertical. Vertical angles are congruent, so if this is 121, what is this? 121. Okay, your turn. Name it, figure out the angle measure. Remember, the only one, the one with the longest name that you have to write out is the only one that has all the work. Okay. What do you have? Winter. Oh my God. Alternate exterior, and what's the angle measure? 50. Okay, they are congruent. Okay, do this one. Write this down. Aubrey, what do you have? Yes, remember, that's the one that you have to do. X plus 65 equals 180. So when I subtract, I get X equals 115. Okay, next step. That's the only one that you have to do all that work for. Okay, go. All right. Kaylin. Vertical, right? One's in the interior, one's in the exterior. They share a vertex. Vertical, what's the angle measure, Kaylin? 57. They're congruent. Okay, next step. Whoa. All right. Ethan. And what's the angle measure? 127. Okay, alternate interior. And this one. Who's up? Sarah. Corresponding, what's the angle measure? 110. Good. Okay, if you look at these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're both in the second position. Okay? That's it.